All right, this is your guy, Right Price USA, David or DevTech. Some people call me DevTech. I'm here to make a short video. I believe that, like especially the fact that I have 100+ thousand viewers on Instagram. I'm not just I don't want to just be this businessman who is about making money. Making money is what I like doing. I know how to do that. Thank God I know how to do that. Today I want to talk about the power of the tongue. Okay, the power of the tongue. For us Christians and even for non-believers, the power of the tongue. The tongue is very powerful. I'll tell you two stories. One, there's a guy I used to work at Holiday Inn Nairobi. For those of you who know me, I was the IT manager at some what 30 or less than, I think I was 30 years. I was the IT manager at Holiday Inn Nairobi. Uh, there's a guy I used to work with. His name is Osoro. Osoro is not a real name. I'm just using a name to. Osoro was not his name. So this Osoro guy comes and decides that he's broke, and he says, "My mother is dead." And you see, in when somebody says their mother is dead, now you want to go there for them and like, oh, your mother, losing a mother is not a joke. So actually, Osoro was lying. So we contributed money, and he went back home or wherever he went with the money. So a few months later, his mother now truly died. This was so Osoro comes back and says, my auntie has died. So at Mayfair, we used to if your immediate family dies, we come for you. But now the auntie is not immediate, so we're not doing anything. But this time he really needed the money. So the people who are close to Osoro, like me and a few, Osoro is just a name. He came and told us, you know what? Actually, it's not my mother who died. It's not my auntie who died. Who died? It's my mother. The first time I said my mother died, it was actually my auntie. Osoro, 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 Osoro. Now Osoro, now nobody can give Osoro money because he already lied the first time. Now he's again lying. My point here is the power of the tongue. There are things you don't want to lie about. Sickness, death. Because God has a way of handing you what you ask for as you're lying. God has a way of handing you what you're asking for as you're lying. Don't forget. I'll give you another example. When I was in class, I think 3, I was 8 years. So my mother used to go to this church, and my mother would stay at the church for like the whole day. So when I decided, man, one time I decided, man, I'll be here by myself. I'm a last born, so I was just at home with my mother. So my mother will go to church in the morning, and I'll see her in the evening. I decided, you know what, I want to be sick so that my mother will not go to church, because anytime I was sick, my mother would not, of course, leave the house because I was sick. So I just decided I'm sick. So she comes and touches me. She says, "Oh man, yes. Oh, how are you feeling?" And I'm so sick. I'm sick. I'm even trembling. I fake everything. I don't want her to go anywhere. And stupid enough, and I love mothers. Mothers can easily ride with lies. Can easily you can easily lie to a mother because they have this love that they just believe that what you say must be gospel truth. And especially at that age, I was only 8 years. So she comes, touches me. Oh, she said, "Oh man, you'll be all right, me." Oh, all that. So she don't my now my mother don't go to worship. My mother don't go to worship. I don't go to church just because I said I was sick, right? But deep down, even at 8 years, I felt something. I lied. Like I lied. My mother didn't go to church, and in my family, church is so important. We worship, and church and God is just like it's so important to us. So I felt like, oh man, I let my mother. My mother didn't go to church just because I lied. So she wants to take me to hospital and all that. Then I decide that no, we don't have to go to hospital. I will just be okay. Okay, oh, so you'll just be okay. Uh, the schools were out. It was I think August school break. The following week, I actually became truly sick, like sick. But you see now, deep down my heart, I knew why I was sick. I asked for it. I was 8 years, but I knew that now I'm sick because I lied last week. At times, the little lies we tell to get attention and to some at times they're not even worth it. We lie about stupid things so that we get away with some stuff. It can come to haunt us, or God can just hand you what you asked for. Because at times we ask for stuff. So we there are some lies we don't want to tell, like I am sick. Okay, I have 5 kids. Okay, my last born boy is called Brian. Brian, he at times he just decides that he wanna cry. He's right now he don't cry. He's now 13, but he used to cry at like the age of like 7. He's crying over nothing. He says he just starts crying in the room. So the mother will go to the room and say, Brian, what is happening? What has happened to you? Then I also go to the same room, especially immediately after the mother has gone to the room. So now I'm there, me, Brian, and his mother, and me. So me, I give him a look, because at times I know how they do, these kids. So Brian, so the mother comes out of the room, then I tell him, okay, now listen, do you want a reason to cry? Then he starts, because he knows me. I don't play. So the mother goes out and I really whip him up because he's crying over nothing. Now I tell him, I go and tell his mother, oh, actually Brian is really crying. For real now, Brian is crying. Why? Because I think the same concept is how God operates. I think the same way parents act with their kids is how God acts, and especially tough parents. If you want to cry over nothing, God lets you cry. Then you remember that next time I don't want to cry over nothing or for nothing. So those are the kind of lies you don't want to tell. You don't want to tell some lies like I'm sick, I'm broke. People are scared of saying that they're broke. People are scared to say that they're blessed. So they rather say they're broke. You know, it's easy to say that you're broke, because then when you say you're broke, people will not ask or expect you to help them if you have some money. Like me, I never tell anybody that I'm broke, because I'm not broke. I'm blessed, and most of my friends, because I post a lot on Facebook and Instagram, people say, you're like, for example, right now I'm doing a very expensive project, and people say, oh man, you're building in January, damn, you know if you know you that's man, people will do what? We're Africans, so people will use it. People will feel bad and they do black magic against you or on you. And I tell them, listen, I wake up every day since I was 25. I wake up every day since I was 25, every day at 11 a.m. to pray. I have a relationship with God. So when I say what I'm doing, you can, those of who think they can use it, go to black magicians and whatever. I have this relationship with God that cannot allow me or let me lie about anything. They will. Don't lie. The power of your tongue. Like me, I always keep saying, oh, this project now, next we are now doing this, we are now doing that. It's a lot of money. And Most people are afraid that if I say what God, how God is blessing me, people will ask for money from me. Listen here. At times we have extra money. At times, not all the time. At times we have money, but it is just for what you need, for the project, for my case, for the project, for my family, for I have to pay bills, I have to do everything, all this and that. I will not lie. I will not lie just because I'm afraid. Because I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. So, um, what I'm saying is that the power of your tongue is very, 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 very strong. The power of your tongue. Don't lie. If you lie, at times God will let it happen to you. Then you test it. You don't want to be. Quit lying. Quit lying. Christians and even non-believers, please try to quit lying. I need to go to work. So Christians, do not be scared of testimony. Do not be scared of testimony, especially when God has blessed you a little bit. Just enjoy what God has given you. Do not be scared of these people who say, "Oh, if I do this, oh, they will ask for money. If I do this, they will." No, you have money. You don't have to say you don't have money. I have money, but it's for A, B, C, D. Right? The power of the tongue.